Ben Godfrey, what a season it's been. I know we've got a big game coming up on Sunday, but just to reflect on the season itself, can you put it into words at the moment?
Yeah, a lot of people would say, we've overachieved. But to be honest, when I first came to the team and I saw what we had, I wouldn't actually say that, to be honest. The characters we've got and the team, the bond that we've got, mixed with that ability, it's been top notch. And so yeah, we've done well, and it's been really enjoyable as well, which is important. So we can go into the final game with a smile on our face, enjoy it, and hopefully get the result that we deserve.
Sounds like this is one of the biggest games in the club's history coming up on Sunday. Does it feel like it?
Yeah, it is, but you don't want to drown yourself in all that. You have got to enjoy it as well, and as a club, and as a town as well, to be honest. But yeah, as I said, hopefully we go there and get the job done and break that Wembley curse and win. I think it's going to be the 5th time now when Shrewsbury have been and not won, so hopefully we can break that. But yeah, it's going to be a good day for all of us.
I mean, most people don't get to play Wembley once in their careers, in all honesty. You're getting it twice in a season. That other experience that must help in a way going into Sunday.
Yeah, as I've said, there's a lot you can take from that last experience. What we did right, what we did wrong. On the day it did hurt. I'm not going to lie, to see another team lift the trophy, but I've said from the start that could have been part of the plan. You go there and, as I said, you take bits from it, and hopefully we go there this time. We're fortunate enough to get a second bite of the cherry to leave Wembley with a smile on our face, and hopefully we do that.
It must be great to get a loan for a whole season, so you can properly embed in a squad. Has that made a real difference for you?
Yeah, to be honest, it didn't take me long to settle in anyway. I've said a number of times, I can't praise the lads enough and the staff from the way they welcomed me, from the very beginning. So it didn't take long for me to settle in at all, as I said. But having a full season with these lads, it's been fantastic, and it's one that I'm going to remember forever. When
you headed down, sort of pre-season before the season really kicked off, you would have, I'm sure, had a few expectations. Have you matched those, exceeded those? What were you expecting at the start of the season?
To be honest, I came here with no expectations really. I came with the approach of I'm going to try and improve myself at this good level, League One. I thought it'd be a great stepping stone for me, to improve my all-round game, which I think personally I've done that. But in terms of expectations, I expect it to be, a tough league, which it is. Saturday, Tuesday, physically demanding. But yeah, I would say I've matched them, and as I said before, I've enjoyed every up and down of it as well, and there's been a lot of them this season.
Yeah, it's felt like at times maybe you've just been dipped out and it's given you a rest, had a little injury and things like that, and I guess that whole experience of an entire campaign is key, isn't it?
Yeah, well, sometimes you do need them 1 or 2 games out to give your legs a rest, and with the staff here and facilities we've got here, that they know exactly when you need that rest, and you have to take your hat off to them. To be fair, they're absolutely spot on with it every single time, and you drop out the team, you're thinking, why are you dropping me out? I want to be there playing, as you do as a young hungry lad. You want to be on the pitch every time, but when you come back, that game later, and you're covering distances you haven't covered for a few weeks, you realise, these guys actually know what they're doing, to the T, and as I said, all credit to them for that.
Your time at Norwich before you came here, it felt like no one was quite sure where to play you. I think we got to see you in 3 or 4 positions as we went along. Yeah. So this, I think you've been pretty much back holding midfield, that sort of defensive but also pushing on at times, but a proper settled role. Has it felt like that? Because maybe embedding you in a proper role will do you a big favour going forward.
Yeah, I'd say deep down, people did see me and I saw myself as a holding midfielder, the type of midfielder that I am. I think maybe people saw me at right back now and then for the first team at Norwich, but whether that was just to get me some game time, you could argue I was going to be no Cafu, but I had a spell at centre back as well, which it was different for me, but it gave me a chance to learn the game from different perspectives, and which probably did, if I look back now, help me in some sort of way. But yeah, I'd always see myself as a holding midfield, and I'm hoping to carry on my career in that position now.
I know Neil Adams played a big role in you and Carlton both being here. have you felt a real connection with your parent club whilst being here?
Oh, you know, Norwich have been unbelievable through the loan. You know, the communication between both clubs, Shrewsbury and Norwich, has been, you know, it's been fantastic. You know, they always update each other on every single little detail that they need to. And you know, as you said, Vanille, you know, we speak to him after every game and through the week and things like that. You know, not just about football, just about our well-being as well, making sure we're okay. But yeah, you know, he knows his stuff about football, as everyone knows. So he's played a massive part. As you know, I've never really spoken to him as much as I have this season. So I've learnt a lot from him as well. You know, through meetings and phone calls and things like that. So yeah, really grateful for his support and Norwich's as well.
A lot of people want to know what happens beyond this season in terms of at Norwich going back next year, but there are a lot of conversations that haven't happened yet, as they can't really be spoken about, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. A number of people ask me, you know, what's the plan for next season and things like that. You know, I signed a long-term deal at Norwich, you know, not long ago last season. You know, I'll go back to Norwich in pre-season fit, and you know, we'll see what happens from there really. You know, but it's a great club, and you know, I've got a lot of time for him. Looking forward to pre-season, but yeah, and who knows what happens in football? Nobody knows. That's why we love the game, I suppose. But yeah, looking forward to pre-season, and hopefully I can break through to Norwich's first team, and you know, show everyone what I can do.
What's it been like having Carlton here as well? You two maybe come across as inseparable from the outside. So has it been like that on the inside?
Yeah, no. You know, I didn't spend a lot of time with Carlton when I was at Norwich. He was out on loan and things like that, and I was just coming in, sometimes 23s, etc. So this loan with Carlton has actually allowed me to get a bit closer to him. To be fair, you know, he's helped me. You know, he's a bit older, so he's learned things which I haven't seen yet. You know, he's experienced things which I haven't got to yet. So no, he's helped me along the way, and he's a good lad as well. We do get on, we have a laugh, and you know, it was nice to have a well-known face. You know, at Shrewsbury when I came to help me settle in.
And just in terms of Shrewsbury and finishing it off, I mean, some people sometimes question loan players' commitment and attitude and all that sort of things. I would guess there is absolutely no question of what you want to happen on Sunday.
No, yeah. I've said it, you know, a few times. I'm a passionate lad, to be fair. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you know, I think people can see that. I'd like people to have seen that anyway. So yeah, you know, we're going to go there, and there's only one result which I want. You know, I'm a winner, and I want to be lifting that trophy up and celebrating with my teammates after the game, and as does everyone else at this club as well.